The Russia Today television van that's in front of us right now. I noticed this one at the airport, along with a whole load of other television vans. RTR's van was there, and I think one or two others were there. I can't remember all of their names, but I just noticed this one first going through the parking booths just in front of us as well. And it's I lost track of it since then, but here it is again. And that was in the also at the airport, getting the story on getting some footage, hopefully, for the Edward Snowden story, which is the day's big story in Russia and around the world. Maybe not first page news on all the papers, certainly in Poland. There's been other things on the front page, such as whether DNA tests are going to be more brought under regulation, because now just about anybody can force you to have a DNA test in Poland. Some people can, make your insurance cover dependent on making sure that you've been tested against certain chronic diseases that might appear. And you can only get insured if you can show that you don't have that DNA, which seems to be a little bit unfair, doesn't it? I mean, insuring you against diseases when they know that they're not going to happen to you, and then they'll take money off you to make sure they don't happen when they know they're not going to happen. And if they know that they are going to happen, then they won't insure you. Even if you want to give them your money, they won't take it because they know you're going to get the disease. So scarcely fair, is it? But then that's pretty much what you expect from the insurance industry, in my opinion. The more they can do that way, the happier they are. Of course, it doesn't always go that way. They do make losses, and they insure things against tragedies that they don't think will happen, and then they happen anyway. So anyway, getting a kind of image of the drive-in. And I don't remember really ever driving in this way before, but certainly it makes sense to try different ways, because the road through Khimki is an absolute nightmare. We're now trying another slightly different route. I think we're now getting onto МКАД. Здесь МКАД будет, да?
Нет, мы сейчас с другой стороны выйдем. Я просто пробки отъезжаю.
Через
понятно. Химки едем.
Это Химки?
Да, старые Химки.
Старые Химки. Окей.
Там видели, все стоит, по-моему,
Да.
стоит в Москву. Поэтому
все
я
очень
огороды
трудно.
еду.
Ну, это хорошо. Я этих дорог не знаю, я очень рад, что я вижу их. Всегда интересно видеть новые места. That was Lenin. Там Ленин был, да?
Да. Это вот новый стадион арены Химки. Где-то года 2 назад что-то построили.
Just for comparison's sake, when I land in Prague, from the time of actually landing, even if I've got, baggage, from the time of landing to the time of actually getting into the city centre, usually took me a little bit more than an hour. It's now just 2 hours since we touched down in Sheremetyevo. About 2 hours have passed, of which nearly 1 hour was in queuing, and nearly an hour has been spent in just getting through the first half, I suppose, of the journey into Moscow because of the amount of queues that there are and the going around in order to avoid them. So we're comparing like an hour in the Czech Republic to get in. I mean, from when it touches down in Warsaw. That's the extreme case because I mean I've had times I've filmed this as well, from actually the plane touching down to actually going through my front door can be something like 20 minutes, depending on this and that, of course. Usually a bit longer if you've got to wait for baggage, but if there's no bags, then I've done it in 20 minutes between the plane's wheels touching the floor and me being at my front door. Well, that's an extreme case, but I get the impression that Moscow is among the less easy cities to get to the centre of after you've touched down. So your journey's not over when you arrive there, as Mr. Snowden knows.